and you never want to think you're too big to ever learn more.
Hey,
And I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this.
your podcasts are not really entertaining me. What kind of dark secrets that actually slipped into your podcast you never wanted to have anybody hear? Hey, you're too old to be podcasting. You can't do this. You don't have the type of body to do that. You don't have the type of mouth to talk like that.
Suck a dick. Okay? I'm sorry, you're a kid. You can't hear it.
What's poppin', gang? It's your boy Papi JB here. Once again, we're at the Unapologetically Creative fashion show out in Trenton, New Jersey. And to the left of me, I got one of the kitty models again. Let them know who you are. Speaking to the mic.
Amari Amir Flowers. I'm 9 and I live in New Jersey.
Hey, okay, cool. Now, how long have you been modeling?
My second time.
It's the second time? Okay, so you said we getting experienced out here, keeping it rolling. Cool. What made you want to start modeling?
I just saw my big sister modeling, and then I saw my auntie's fashion design. So then I was like, I want to try it out. And then my first time walking, I think excellent.
Excellent. That's what we're talking about. Excellent all around. like, you know what I mean? So, where do you see yourself going in the next 5 to 10 years?
I play football and basketball, so I'm thinking about, I don't know which league I want to go to, but I'm thinking about either going to the NFL or NBA.
Hey, listen, when you do that, don't forget about me. This is your first interview, so when you make it up there, I may need you to go ahead and say, hashtag TTSC podcast. I'm serious. When you get your awards and your NBAs and your championships, I'll be somewhere on the sidelines. I do him. No, you tell me about my business. I was just trying to look at somebody. Anyway, definitely let them know where they can find you at and what you got coming up next.
You can find me on my aunt's fashion design. I'll be modeling there.
Okay.
Like the video there.
Hey, let one know. And in school. Stay in school. That's what I'm talking about. All right, well, it's your boy Papi JB, and we're out of here.
Hey yo, it's your boy Amari here. What's your name? What's your age? And where are you from?
My name is Jabril. Y'all not get my last name because they looking for me. My age is 25. I'm from Delaware. It's a little dry, but mind your business.
Well, how many years have you been podcasting?
I've been podcasting actually for about 3 years. And visuals coming soon. I know y'all seen those vlogs out there. It's all on YouTube, all on social media and stuff like that. But season 1 and season 2 is more so audio. So season 3 will be full visuals. Yeah.
When you get about like 30 years old, what would you like to? Would you keep podcasting, or would you just like to do something else in your life?
Hey, God willing, I'll be out there. I'm probably doing more podcasting tours by 13. That's like in 4 years from now. I'll be 26 next week. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say I'll still be podcasting a little bit. Probably doing a little bit more in the film and production industry. Maybe acting. You see that bombastic side eye? Like I'm screaming. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing a little bit of a lot.
Okay. The podcast was never a thing. What would you do?
Woo! Podcasting was never a thing. What would I do? Well, if it's not working the block, pumping the ship, not just playing. Hey, yo, I used to say when I was around your age, I wanted to be a doctor, right? And then I found out you had to do like 16 plus years of school. And I said, that's a lot. So yeah, but I would say if I wasn't podcasting right now, I would probably be going to school again. I went to culinary school. So I'll probably finish that up.
When you first started podcasting, what were you worried about?
When I first started podcasting, that's a great question, right? You know what I mean? Actually, probably everything that everybody's worried about the first time recording themselves on audio. It's like, oh, what do I sound like? What do I want to basically have? What did my image look like? What did I want everything to be? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I was worried about at first. But then I was like, I am the shit. All sauce. You know what I mean? So I believe in myself, and I was just like, hey, might as well do it. gotta hear myself every day anyway. So, yeah.
If you were an athletic kid and you were still podcasting, would you talk about athletic sports or would you just keep talking about models?
Hey, the if I was an athletic person was wild. Because how do you know I'm not athletic? Are you trying to call me a big back? Are you
Whoa!
trying to call me Wells?
I was just saying, if you well, you could.
You had you
Well,
If I
you're athletic. You're athletic, but I was just saying, if you were athletic, if you were an athletic kid, and you still were podcasting, would you talk about athletic sports or would you just keep talking about models?
I would actually, if I was still in athletics, I ran track for a good 1 month. Thank you. But if I was in, athletics, I would definitely probably do yeah, because in most sports, everybody likes to talk a little bit of grit out there. Y'all know what that means. So I would probably be an athletic podcaster if I liked, or if I was really interested in those more. Yeah, I would probably still talk about models too, cheerleaders.
What is your type of style in modeling?
My style is that like? Are you asking me like what style do I prefer or like? I'm an artistic guy, so I like a lot of different styles. I would say it can go anywhere from editorial and streetwear. So like everything in between.
What inspired you to start podcasting?
You know what's so funny? It's so funny. What inspired me to start podcasting was actually me hanging out with my friends that I no longer really talk to like that, but I love y'all. Hanging out with my friends, really just having conversations that were deep conversations, shall I say, whether it was about life, whether it was about God, whether it was about creativity, or just whatever. I feel like healing through conversation is like kind of the best thing to do. So yeah, just hanging out with my friends, talking some good shit, and busting jokes and joning. That's what really inspired that's that on that podcast.
What when those talks were happening? What in those talks made you think, "Hey, this could be a great podcast"?
Moments where we're really just like randomly doing recreational things, and we really can just talk about our deepest. I don't want to say our deepest secrets or whatever. We really just talk about our deep, dark thoughts of life. Just anything that comes to mind that really you either been through or you're like actively going through. How can you kind of get through some things in life? Because as you would see, hopefully not for you because it's a better world once you get up here. But see, adulthood is the worst hood you can ask to be in. But yeah.
What kind of haters that you ran into and told you, "Hey, you're too old to be podcasting. You can't do this. You don't have the type of body to do that. You don't have the type of mouth to talk like that."
Only hater I ran into was one that said something like that. His name is forgot his name. But either way, not just playing AO. But no, I don't really run into haters like that because I usually try to keep my energy pure. There's always going to be hate around when people see you like spreading light. But when you see darkness trying to get your light, you just go over there and spread your light on them too. Because I promise they'll burn up. like, I promise they'll burn up. That's it, just spreading light.
Would you ever watch YouTube videos that inspire your podcast more and make you want to do this longer and make you want to build up more confidence than you already had?
Yes, actually. So I actively watch YouTube. I feel like I watch YouTube more than I actually watch regular TV. So a lot of YouTubers, YouTube videos, and just YouTube concepts, they're actually incorporated into how I style my vlogging and how I style my podcast too. Just from how they set up their productions, how certain YouTube channels go and shows and stuff. Yeah, definitely. I feel like YouTube University is free. It's the freest college we ever can go to. It's online. Learn a lot and you can learn a lot. You never want to think you're too big to ever learn more. You know what I mean?
A few moments later.
So that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I'm always willing to learn, and YouTube would actually be the first place I go before I ask somebody. Like, hey, yeah.
If somebody would have told you, hey, your podcasts are not really entertaining me, and I really don't like them. Take down your YouTube channel. What would be your answer to that? How would you react to that?
I'm gonna look into the camera and say this. Get my close up. Suck a d. Okay. I'm sorry, you're a kid. He can't hear it. But for the people out there, to answer his question, what do I have to say to you? Suck my ass. Thank you.
If you were an artist, what you are, what kind of posters would you make about podcasts?
About podcasts, so I actually have these posters that are actually be coming to you soon. They're part of merch. And honestly, if I'm going to do posters, it'd probably most likely be like on brand, whether it's either like a quote that I have to say and or whether it's just like actual just saying hashtag TTOT podcast or branded merchandise. That's all of the kind of posters I got. Unless you want to get a poster of me and my beautiful face, right?
What kind of dark secrets that actually slipped into your podcast that you never wanted to have anybody hear?
I love these questions. You didn't rehearse these either. You just like off that. Well, first of all, if any dark secrets of mine that slip into my podcast, they're getting cut out. Hey, I'm cutting them out because I do post production. But I also like to pride myself on being like an honest person. So I can't really say I have any dark secrets that actually slipped out on my podcast. Maybe in conversation, talking shit. But I'm sorry, talking stuff. I keep forgetting PG-13. Talking stuff. But outside of that, no, I don't think I have anything that slipped out.
What podcast would you do instead of interview podcast? Like what
kind of style I would do?
Yes.
Hey, so with that, right? Spoken word podcast, I would do because I already do a Musically Inclined season 2. So I want you to feel like you're listening to a song and or album when you're listening to the show. So if I wasn't doing regular interviews with people, I'd just be talking, talking my own things, because I can talk a lot. I'm pretty sure you probably already know by now. I got quite a few solo episodes out there for y'all to listen to. You know what I mean? So outside of the interviews, yeah, I would probably say just like a self-journal, spoken word, musical kind of situation. Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, y'all know y'all can find me. Number one, it's your boy Papi JB. Y'all can find me on all major streaming platforms at hashtag TTOT podcast. That on that podcast. Hashtag TTOT. On Instagram, you can find me at _Papi JB. Also, too, you can find me at that on that PC on Instagram. On Twitter, that's lies. On Twitter, TTOT Podcast 9, and Threads coming soon. TikTok, that's on that podcast. So, I'm crazy. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on my aunt's page, Victoria.
On his aunt's page.
Instagram, Heartless Vintage. Just modeled today. You'll see it.
You see it.
You heard it from your boy Papi JB and your boy Amari. You say.
Wait. Let me make sure this is still recording. Get my close up. I gotta answer this question. Get my close up. Lens me in.
Make sure my hat's right. Right? My sweat beans wrong.
Yes, and then pull it back out.
Heard it from your boy Papi JB. We out.
I'm dry. Cool.
Hey, y'all should know who I am.
Who's your aunt?
Oh,
We know it's Vic.
No, I know.
My age is 49 and a half. I be feeling like that every damn day.
Hey, that boy Papi JB.
Because y'all gonna see it on the backside.
Talking to a model real quick. We'll be back in 5 seconds.
Go from anywhere from editorial to if you coughing, you don't got the Rona, do you? We gotta I make sure. I'm just fucking with you.
No, I told him what you were doing.
You'll get it too, but you got like 20 more years to get there, you know what I mean? I get it, my math ain't math. Those same said friends won't even support the podcast that I have. But that's why we're not friends. You should get a YouTube channel. You got one?
We're making one.
Hey.
It's your boy Amari, your cameraman today.
You would.
like, I promise they'll burn up. is my little cousin at this point. Let him know who. Sorry, you're a kid. I can't be cussing. Cut that out. I like your brain. Number one, you really should be into this. You can ask some questions.
Right.
But for the fans out there, this is your boy Papi JB from the That's Not On That podcast. And we out.